Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and for the second video that's coming out October 26th, we are taking a look at Transformers War for Cybertron SIEGE. I think it's a Generation Select. Either way, we are looking at SIEGE Hotshot, which is a remold of SIEGE Hound, which I never had that toy, the original Hound version. And I never really owned a Hotshot before, so I figured this would be a great opportunity to pick up the mold in alternate colors. And being based off Hound, he of course transforms into a Jeep. And you know, really, it's not as Cybertronian of a mode as I thought it would be. It rolls really nicely. It's a cool little Jeep mode. I do like this kind of exaggerated. It's got almost like a Humvee look with an exaggerated front end and a very short comparative windshield. And in fact, if you look at his windshield, it's armored up. I kind of like that, even though I almost wish that maybe there were panels covering things up. He's got all sorts of hard points on him. You can put, his different accessories and weapons and stuff. He's got like 5-6 points in the back, another 2 on the sides. There's all sorts of places you can put his guns. But yeah, he looks really nice. He's been done up with some nice silver and yellow details up front. I like that they picked out the headlights. They've got, silver paint up here, yellow paint here, the grille. On the back, I kind of wish we got some additional paint in the back. But we do have battle damage, and this is one of those rare cases where I like the look of the battle damage. Silver paint on top of colored plastic or black plastic is just fine by me, but he looks great. The only figure I'm really going to compare him to, well, I guess I'll do two. To compare him to another Siege Deluxe, here he is next to Impactor, and we can see there, in vehicle mode, he's a little smaller than the other Siege Deluxes. Impactor might be a little on the large side, but the one I care more about in terms of comparison is actually my current Hound. Here is Classics Hound, and here you can see kind of what I was thinking when I picked up Hotshot. I was not tempted by the Siege Hound figure. I very much am happy with Classics Hound and everything he does. But I wanted to try this mold out, and I thought a recolor would be nice. So it's kind of cool to see, Siege Hound in different colors, giving me an opportunity to pick up the toy. But yeah, this, like I said, is a pretty nice looking deluxe all around. And we're going to go ahead and get into transformation. So starting out, we're going to take off his guns, 2 of them, his little back piece. We'll go ahead and make his weapons super quick. This little back piece, I guess it's a magazine, can plug into, I believe, the side of his gun right here. And then you can clip these 2 together if you want, forming a little rifle with a magazine. Now we can get in a Hound. The first thing I like to do is flip up the sides of his Jeep mode to form solid feet. There we go. Then we're going to unclip the back of his Jeep mode, I guess the top from the bottom of the back of his Jeep mode. And then we're going to come to the bottom where we can see him peeking out, unpeg his arms, get those out of the way, and then come in on the sides and separate out these sides that'll form his feet. With the back unpegged, we can come in and flip out these sides now that everything's unpegged. Coming in up front, we can take out his shoulders, fold down his chest, and his back folds up. Nice. There's actually 2 slots and a peg, or 1 slot right here that slides into a hole right there, forming a solid back for us. These shoulders come in and they collapse again against these L tabs. There we go. Now on his legs, we're just going to collapse everything inward, forming a nice, let's see if we can show it this way. There's a tab here and a slot here. Forms a nice solid shin, folding the foot in. Same thing on the other side. Pretty straightforward transformation. And again, Hotshot looks really, really nice. Let's give him his gun. I like, and you can obviously configure this rifle in a couple different ways. I kind of like it as a two-hander myself, a longer gun. But yeah, Hotshot I think looks awesome. I really like that head sculpt. That Cybertronian Hotshot head sculpt looks really good. I was a little unsure if I wanted this guy at first, just because in my mind, Armada Hotshot is the version of Hotshot I think of. But this guy looks great. I'm curious to see if we'll get the other Cybertronian Defense Force members. In terms of articulation, his head can wiggle just a little bit, but it can look around plenty. His shoulders have 360, a full 90 in and out. You've got a 90-degree bend here, a wrist swivel. His hips can do a full Van Damme, can go up and back without bumping into anything. I really appreciate that on the sculpt. And then the knees can go super deep because of transformation. And like every Siege figure, every Siege Deluxe or bigger, he does have ankle tilts. So plenty of articulation on this guy. Really happy I've got an opportunity to have the mold like this. And I'm just really loving Hotshot. And the fact that he's not purely in Earth mode doesn't bother me when it's a Cybertronian, like a Cybertron character in a Cybertronian alt mode. The Siege Line's one where I haven't been too happy with their alt mode selection. I wish they'd either have gone harder in Earth mode like Earthrise or stuck even further into weird alien modes. But, you know, for Hotshot, which is a character I don't have a ton of attachment to, I would have been fine with a weirder alien mode, but I am A-okay getting him as he is now. And again, you know, the coloring, I like that we got the red added and the yellow in robot mode. I like the battle damage on his legs. It works in his case, whereas I don't think it worked on everyone else. And he just looks really, really nice. And here is a look of Hotshot with Hound again. The two molds side by side. And this is another reason why I wasn't tempted to pick this up as Hound. I know that this is not, you know, maybe not as G1 accurate. It's a reimagining. But I think that as a Hound figure, I really, really like the Classics mold. So I didn't need another one. I'm glad I got the opportunity to pick them both up. But again, that was a quick look at Transformers War for Cybertron SIEGE Hotshot. He's a great toy. I think if you don't have this mold, this is the version to pick him up in my opinion. He looks amazing. And I hope you all have a great day. Oh, in a couple hours, we'll be doing our live stream, our test live stream for Extra Life Run. If you want to join us then, it'll be a lot of fun. And we'll be testing out, working out the kinks of our system. So hope you join us. Thank you. Have a great day.